Today is Saturday, July 25th, and it's time for our weekly meeting. And today it's called When You're Stressed. We all have stress in our life, that's for sure, especially with everything that's going on in the world. But anyway, let's see how I did this week. Okay, I'm really happy with that, a 0.2 loss. I told you that Sunday, well, if you watch my daily vlog, you see that on Sunday I kind of got discouraged and went a little haywire. But then I got back on track, but then I've decided that for July, on my daily vlog I usually show my food, but I have not been showing it this month. I'm trying to change up my eating a little bit, eat a little bit differently, and I'm actually eating 3 meals a day, which I'm starting to enjoy. I have gone most of my life just eating 2 meals a day, and it's proven fact that if you want to lose weight, you have to eat the right things. And so that's what I've been trying to do this week, is eat the right things. And I've been eating 3 meals, and I've been trying to space them out a little bit. I've been eating like my breakfast at 11, my lunch at about 2, and then my dinner about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I don't snack, because if I snack, I go crazy. And anyway, so I don't do that. But talking about what happens in your body when you're stressed, I have to say that I'm pretty, go back to my weight thing. I weighed 212 this morning. That means I lost 0.2, and I've had a 92.2 total loss. So proud of that. I'm really proud of that. I'm doing really well as far as that goes. Kind of stuck on and losing in the 90s, but you know, I'm going to get over it. If you followed me for a while, you know I kind of struggle somewhere along the line, but then I all of a sudden snap out of it, and then I get back on track. So I'm hoping that between last week eating the 3 meals that kind of readjusted my body a little bit, that by next week I'll have a better loss and get back on track of losing weight and get to my ultimate goals. And then we did have a little bit of stress earlier in the week. My daughter had to put her dog Daisy down, and it was really sad. It was really, really sad. But now here's a picture of my daughter and Daisy. She was 14. She's been a family member forever, and up until about, well, at least the last 6 months, because you know nobody comes over anymore. But I would say up until last year, Daisy used to come and visit me every Sunday, because my daughter comes every Sunday to visit me. When the COVID hit, that stopped. But Daisy was getting old. She had arthritis, and it was stressful because, you know, like, Daisy technically wasn't my dog, but, you know, she was part of the family. And also, Christy and Sophia. Sophia is my granddaughter, and Aaron is my son-in-law. You know, they were really sad. And, you know, like, when your family members are sad, that puts sadness on you too, and it puts a little bit of stress. But I'm proud to say that even with the stress, I didn't turn to eating. I still stayed eating healthy. So it's hard, I know. But anyway, this is what happens to your body when you're stressed. Being stressed isn't new. In fact, it goes back thousands of years to when humans had to hunt for their next meal. You know, sometimes I think I'm hunting for my next meal, just wondering what I'm going to have for my next meal. Because I tend to have the same things over and over and over, and now I'm trying to change it up a little bit, so I feel like I'm hunting. I'm trying to think of new recipes and new ideas to do things and not eat the same old, same old. So I can kind of associate with that just a little bit. When food was slim or a predator was lurking, the body released hormones to jump into the fight or flight mode, increasing the heart rate. Well, I have that fight or flight mode because I suffer from anxiety, and that's exactly what it is. It's like you just feel it. That describes it perfectly. That out of no reason, for whatever reason at all, and it happens. I just stumbled over my words then. I couldn't think of what I was going to say. But for no reason at all, I just feel like I'm in a fight or flight situation, and I don't know what brings it about, but I've learned how to control it now. And with the emotions of learning how to control my anxiety, I'm also learning along the way how to control my stress triggers from when I eat. I think once you can identify what your stress triggers are, it helps you out tremendously. My stress triggers have always been in the past money. I can't spend money fast enough. which is sad. It's just really sad. But and usually when you're in a partnership with someone, the other person usually is the better side, the reasonable side. Not in my marriage. Jim and I both like to spend money, and we're bad with money. So we both have stress as far as money comes. I'm very fortunate that I can pay all my bills, and I have money in the bank. You know, I'm not like destitute and all that, but it's everybody knows that they could use it just a little bit more. But when you're in the fight or flight mode, it increases your heart rate, your blood pressure, and your breathing. And when we're probably not stressed for the same reasons anymore, goodbye bear chasing, our bodies still respond in the same way. Now it's just more common for our stress to linger, especially when we find ourselves dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. I do think I've been stressing a lot about getting to 100 pounds lost and getting into Wonderland. I'm 12.3 away from Wonderland, and I'm exactly 8 points away, or no, I'm 7.8 pounds away from getting to my 100-pound loss, and 12.3 pounds away from getting to Wonderland. And I'll be honest with you, I've been stressing about it. And I think that's why I'm at a standstill and why I'm not losing. I'm just like looking at that number. And I need to stop focusing on the number. I have to keep remembering how far I've come, 92.2 pounds. That's something to be proud of. And how much better I'm feeling, and how much more movement I have in my life, and how much more life I have in my life. And I think I'm starting to learn my stress triggers and overcome them a little bit. We all can work on it a little bit more. But practicing mindfulness can help us stay grounded and can keep us quiet and handle the brain's stress response. If you're aware of it, you can control it a little bit. We're all going to have stress in our lives all the time. I'm stressed just going to the store. I can't get my hair cut because I'm too stressed about going into a barbershop, or not barbershop, into a hair salon, barbershop. I think I'm a man. I go into the grocery store only because I did like doing the online orders, but half the time I didn't get what I wanted. So I suck it up, buttercup. I go in and get what I need and get out right away. But I make a point of not going into other establishments, restaurants, stores, unless I absolutely have to. Jim was in a car accident, which was, he's fine. The truck was totaled. They've settled it, and now we're going into dealerships looking at new vehicles. I'm a little stressed. But with all of the stress of doing that, because we spent the day yesterday looking for a new truck, and we went to 3 or 4 different dealerships, and we were in there a long time. And we went for test drives and things like that. I had my hand sanitizer, I had my mask. I was like a fanatic about it. But I'll tell you, it was a stressful day for me. It really was. And then when we got home, I had a healthy dinner. So I overcame my stress a little bit. But they give you things. These are, when you're feeling stressed, try the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique to bring yourself back to the present moment. This is kind of similar to what I do with my anxiety attacks. I rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 of how bad they are. And then I try to calm myself down. And if I say it's like a 7, I look at the clock and think in 7 minutes you're going to be fine. So just sit here and breathe. And so that works for me. So I'm sure that these suggestions will work too. I haven't read these yet, so we're reading them together. Number 5, take a few deep breaths. Look around the room and name 5 things you see. They can be what catches your eye or objects that are all the same color or shape. Kind of similar to what I do. I take deep breaths and I just kind of focal point. I have a focus, like I focus on one thing and I just kind of meditate on that. And I do say prayers because prayer helps me. Number 4, keep breathing deeply. Pinpoint 4 things you can physically feel. Maybe it's the temperature in the air, the fabric of your clothing, or the sensation of sitting in your chair. I never thought of that. That's a pretty good one too. Number 3, close your eyes. Take a moment to listen. What sounds do you hear? List 3 things, anything, inside or outside, that counts. Well, on a Saturday, I don't even have to close my eyes to know that I'm going to hear leaf blowers and lawnmowers and car engines, because the neighbor across the street and the neighbor next 2 doors down are rebuilding cars. they're always rebuilding a car. So they're, like you hear the engine roaring and that. Everybody's cutting their lawn, so you always hear that, and you always hear the leaf blowers. So, but I think they're trying to tell you to listen for peaceful things, peaceful sounds. Mine would be the ticking of my clocks, because I have like 35 clocks in my house. And so whatever room I go in, I can hear a clock ticking, and that just brings me calmness. Number 2, take another deep breath. Are there 2 items you can smell? It could be laundry, a burning candle, nearby food. Well, since it's Saturday, I can smell the grass being cut. So that's one thing. And I usually have a candle burning, so you can usually smell the candle burning. And number 1, notice one thing you can taste. If you can taste anything, you could grab a drink or use lip balm. Take a final breath and continue with your day. Well, I drink a lot of water, and water really doesn't have a taste. But Joan over at Joan's Pointed Plate puts a tea bag in her water, which is a pretty good idea. I just like plain water. It's just, I know there's no taste to it, but I do like, whatever. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is a weekly series, and so this is week 2. Last week I forgot what we talked about. It didn't really impress me. I've been going to Weight Watchers for almost 4 years, so it only stands to reason that a lot of this stuff to me sounds recycled. But if you're new, it's brand new to you. But to me, it's like, I've been there, done that. But it's a good refresher course, because, how many times in school did you take the same math class every year? It just kind of refreshes your memory. And I think that's what they're trying to do, is kind of refresh your memory. I do think that you can only spin it so many ways. And after 4 years, I think that you have to start again. So I'm fine with it. It's a good refresher course. Everybody needs a refresher course every once in a while. Actually, the sandwich looks pretty good. It's a pesto chicken sandwich. It's 7 points on the green and 5 on the blue and the purple. As good as it looks, I don't think I'd try it, because I don't like arugula and I don't like reduced calorie mayonnaise. I'm not really a big fan of mayonnaise anyhow. I've never had pesto sauce. I don't like yogurt, but you might like it. So I'll put this at the end in case you want to try it out. And then that looks like an awful big sandwich to fit in your mouth. Like, I don't know how you would squish it down and eat it. I have a big mouth, so it might fit. But anyway, that's the weekly for this week. When you're stressed, 0.2 loss, 212 total weight, and 92.2 loss total. So I'm happy with that. I really am. Like I said, I think it's going to take a little bit for my body to get used to the 3 meals a day. So hopefully next week I'll have a bigger loss. I think that if I stay on plan and eat as well as I ate this week, other than Sunday, I should have no problems. So, but if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share it if you think somebody might like to see it, and tell me what stresses you out. Money, which I think stresses out most people, but money stresses me. So as always, stay safe. Okay, week 2 of our weekly series of When You're Stressed is this week's. And then these are the 5 guidelines that they want you to follow so that you can have less stress in your life. And then the menu, or recipe rather, is for pesto chicken sandwich. It does look good, but I don't know. I'm not going to try it. But if you try it and you like it, let me know. That's what it looks like. So there you go.